Hi everybody, my name is Karen Fabian and I'm the founder of Bare Bones Yoga, and I'm super excited to share with you this quick training video designed to help you with a particular skill that I get asked about a lot from yoga teachers. It doesn't matter where they live, this is a super common question that I get asked. And I wanted to share with you some tips and techniques that you can use to make this process so much easier so you can spend more of your time teaching and helping your students. So let me start out by asking you a really important question. What would be possible for you if you had more time to teach and you were freed up from having to spend time building your sequences? I want you to imagine you could walk into the studio or open your computer to teach a virtual class and literally just pull a sequence out of your head without having to do any planning. This is what's going to be possible for you, and I promise you at the end of watching this short video, I'm going to have given you a way, a process, an easy step-by-step, just a 3-step way that you can build your own sequences that really will require very minimal writing and definitely will require that you bring much into the room to refer to as you're teaching your class. This is a process that I've used with dozens of teachers who are enrolled in my program and lots of teachers that I've done free coaching calls with. I've walked them through this sequence building process, and it's completely changed the way they approach sequence building. And when you remove that burden of building sequences and doing all this prep work before you go into your classes, guess what? You're going to have so much more energy to teach. And when you have more energy to teach, you're more focused on your students and you can help people and build better connections with your class. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go through the steps. There's, just as I said, 3 easy steps to build a sequence. I'm going to walk you through it, and there's also a PDF that I'm going to share with you that's going to give you a way to refer to the process I'm going to run you through and really get it in your system so that it's super easy for you to do. So step 1 is to start with, what is the intention of your sequence? What's the point? This might be something like it's a restorative class, or it's an after work kind of functional flow where maybe you're going to be focusing on the anatomy, which is always something that I love to do. Maybe it's something where it's a specialty group. Whatever it is, you've got a clear intention for what the point or objective of this sequence is. It's not just that you've thrown a bunch of poses together. So first thing, you're going to identify what is the point of the sequence, the intention of the sequence. Step 2 is you're then going to decide what are the sections of the sequence. So let's say this yoga mat, let's use it as a visual, and let's kind of walk through what are the general sections of a yoga sequence. So you might have a sun salutation section, you might have a twisting pose section, you might have a section of back bends, you might have a section of balances, you might have a section of back bends. So these are all different sections that I bet you're familiar with already. And so first thing you're going to do, or second thing, is to decide what sections of the sequence do you wish to include. Once you've done that, step 3 is so easy because now you're simply going to select the poses within each section that you actually want to include in your sequence. So let's say you decided you wanted to teach a bunch of balancing postures. So this is where you might write down that you're going to teach eagle pose, you're going to teach airplane pose. Maybe you're going to do some fun variations to focus people on, can they stand on one leg and still keep the hips level? Maybe if you want to bring in some of the anatomy, you'll speak to the lateral hip stabilizers and how those muscles are really important in helping to keep the pelvis level, especially when you have your students do balances. So I hope you can see that once you go through this process, you will clearly identify a sequence that ties back to an overall objective so that not only is it easier for you to create the sequence, it's easier for your students to learn what the point of the sequence is and really connect the dots between what you're sharing with them in terms of the sequence and some of the lessons that you want to be sharing with them as well. So now that you've listened to this, I want to share with you this idea of not just looking at this as an isolated thing, really looking at it as a way to approach building your sequences. And maybe you're hearing this and you're thinking, yeah, this sounds really good. It's just that I feel like I need a little bit more help and I need some actual examples. So if you're feeling like that, or maybe you're feeling like you just want to have a little more to reference, I definitely can help you there. You see, I have built a practice portal, which is an online resource with almost 100 sequences with different themes. And I have so many teachers who have invested in this practice portal as a way to do just that. They have my easy step-by-step process to build sequences, and they use the practice portal as a reference guide. So they no longer need to go out into the wild west of YouTube or Google to Google the kinds of sequence ideas that they have to look for ideas. They can go to one place, and this one practice portal gives them access to yoga sequences, meditation sequences, and even some specialty things like specialty practices, journal exercises, and also even a research corner where I start to review different areas of research and review some studies that track back to yoga and flexibility and muscles and the anatomy. So all of this is contained in one easy place called the Bare Bones Yoga Practice Portal. And I want to offer you an opportunity to invest in the practice portal today with a special offer that I'm going to be running from today until Sunday, June 19th. And this offer is going to give you access not only to the practice portal for just $99, I'm also going to include a special VIP coaching session worth almost $500 if you enroll in the practice portal. So between the practice portal and the VIP coaching session, you will receive hands-on assistance in maybe building your sequences, answering and asking questions about anatomy, helping you maybe with some yoga business questions you have. Whatever you want to use that coaching call for, it's completely up to you. And know that it's one-on-one, so it's completely customized. You'll also receive the replay of that call. So if we've gone through specific questions that you have, or I've identified different resources, you'll have that replay to refer to, and you can download it and keep it. The practice portal is also something that will give you access to my live classes, which are completely free, and you'll have an easy way to find out when those are just by logging into the practice portal. And then the last thing I want to share with you is in this portal, I also have replays of recent workshops I've done here in 2022. And so it becomes really a continuing education guide of sorts for yoga teachers. More than just the sequences, also access to replays of workshops I've done, including some with colleagues and partner teachers and people with other experience in health and wellness. So in order to get to this offer, all you need to do, you've got a couple of different options. You can send me an email, Karen@barebonesyoga.com, and I can send you the link to enroll. Or, super easy, you can just go right to my website, barebonesyoga.com, and right there on the home page, you're going to see the picture for the Bare Bones Yoga Practice Portal. It's about halfway down the page. When you click that, you're going to be able to invest in it for $99, and then I will send you an email confirmation and a request to set up your VIP coaching session, and we will get that on the books as soon as it's possible for you to meet with me. I am super excited for you to invest in yourself, to invest in this opportunity to free yourself up from spending time building sequences so that you have more time and energy to build connection with your students, because let's face it, that's why we became yoga teachers. We became yoga teachers so that we can help people, we can help them connect to their body, and the more we're freed up so that we can do that, the better we can meet that goal. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see your enrollment come through. Namaste.